Hello guys, Roberto here again with Innovative Sports Training. Time for a health detective talk today. Today I'm going to talk about anaerobic versus aerobic. Now I think most people are probably somewhat familiar with the term aerobic, meaning they equate that with cardiovascular, going to the gym, doing step aerobics, that kind of thing. But I'm here to tell you, you can develop cardio efficiency by doing anaerobic training and aerobic training. I'm going to explain the difference between the two. Now, before I get into this, let me just say this. I know some of you out there are not real keen on doing strength training exercises. You'd like to go to the gym or maybe just go for a walk or just go for a jog and that's pretty much your exercise. I believe in variety. And for those of you that just like to lift weights only, once again, I believe in variety. You need to mix it up because if you do the same thing all the time, the body will adapt and become too efficient and your body will not respond. So let's talk about this. I'll talk about anaerobic first. Now anaerobic, some of the components of that are more power, like a weightlifter. Usain Bolt, the famous sprinter from Jamaica. He's very anaerobic. He runs 100 meters. Boom, he's done within 10 to 12 seconds. He's very anaerobic and very powerful. Strength, weightlifter, bodybuilders, powerlifters. Explosive, once again, Usain Bolt, football player coming off the line of scrimmage, swinging a bat, throwing a baseball, throwing a softball, kicking a soccer ball into the net. Those are all explosive type movements. High intensity. Now, to become more anaerobic, you must load your body more with intensive types of exercises, with heavy weights or something that's more time intensive. Maybe you do 60 push-ups within 30 seconds. That's very, very anaerobic. But you're loading the body more intensely. Typically, it is short duration. Now, to me, anaerobic is anything less than about a minute. That's pretty much anaerobic. Now, I'll equate this to track and field. A person who runs 100 meters, anaerobic. 200 meters, anaerobic. 400 meters, anaerobic. 400 meters, those world-class 400-meter guys and ladies, they're running those things in less than 60 seconds. That's moving. That's like doing an all-out sprint for 400 meters, which is one lap around a track, in case you're not familiar with that. That's power and that's explosiveness. Now, acute cortisol spikes. Typically when you're anaerobic, your cortisol levels will go up, but they won't go up excessively high and they won't stay there. They go back down. Now, I've talked about this in my cortisol presentations also. The healthier way to be, typically, is you want short, acute bouts of cortisol spikes. Because cortisol is a good stress hormone. It's also good anti-inflammatory. EPOC, exercise post-oxygen consumption. Now what this is your afterburn. How many calories, now this relates well to you people trying to lose weight here and lose some body fat. How many calories are you burning post-workout? Because when you do more of an anaerobic type of workout and you're building muscle, you're going to build more calories during the post-workout. Not really during the workout itself, but post-workout. So that's important. Now, the disadvantage of anaerobic, especially for those who really don't like intensive type of training, it's not very user-friendly. Going out and running up a 50-yard hill, doing bear crawls up a hill, which some of you guys are not doing, I'm talking about. Doing heavy weightlifting, striking a bag, and boxing. Those are all very intensive exercises, and with some individuals, depending upon their motivational makeup, they don't like it because it's intense. It's not very user-friendly. So that's the one disadvantage. Now let's jump over to aerobic. Aerobic is anything really exceeding 1 minute. Really it's about 3 minutes, but I'm going to say 1 minute. Okay? When you go from anaerobic to aerobic, there's a continuum. Seconds, minutes, more minutes, more minutes, more minutes. And you start getting past 3 minutes, it's really now becoming more of a aerobic exercise. Aerobic means with oxygen. Now you're also employing more of an endurance component with aerobic exercises, like you see doing the step aerobics. It's non-stop. It's at a slow pace. It's longer duration. Now there is a higher cortisol spike with aerobic activities because you're going for a longer period of time and you're putting long-term stress on the body. Now, with aerobic training, you will burn more calories during, let's say you do a step aerobics class for 45 minutes, or you go out and jog for 45 minutes. During that 45 minutes, you will burn more calories than you would over here. However, your epoch with aerobic is considerably less, meaning that your post-oxygen consumption of calorie burn is considerably less with aerobic than it is anaerobic. Now, the advantage of aerobic training is that it is more user-friendly. When you go to the gym, you see a lot of weight machines. If you go to big gyms, not to my gym. When you go to big box gyms, you see a lot of cardio equipment. You see ellipticals, you see treadmills, you see bicycles, you see weight machines. Those are all very user-friendly types of equipment. And that's what most people like. Now, what is the best way to do this? If you're looking for the optimal development here, in terms of health, in terms of fitness, in terms of losing weight, in terms of leaning up, you want to combine these two together. Now, a big term today is called HIIT training. H-I-I-T. Okay? Now, HIIT training combines, really what that is, it's interval training. Now, interval training to me is just a nice, eloquent term for good old-fashioned circuit training. So you go in your program, what you're going to do, you're going to combine aerobic and anaerobic movements. Let's say you jump rope for 1 minute and you lift weights for 1 minute. You do, get on the treadmill for 2 minutes, and let's say you have a kettlebell, you do 10 kettlebell swings in so much time. That is more of a intensive high workout, a high intensity interval training type of workout. And when you mix those two together, that is a good recipe for losing weight, toning up, and also addressing the epoch. Now your epoch is considerably more efficient when you're training with high intensity interval training. Now, I want to qualify a few things here. If you are a person who's training mainly for short bursts, like a track athlete, you do not want to train aerobically. That will hurt you. That will atrophy your muscles. If you are a marathon runner, you just don't want to do anaerobic training because that will affect your endurance. However, I do believe in this. If you're an aerobic type of athlete, you should do some anaerobic training within your training regimen. If you're an anaerobic type of person or athlete, you want to incorporate small bouts of aerobic training at times. Now, studies have shown that aerobic training will improve your cardiovascular endurance. But studies have also shown that if you set up different stations, station 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, one station is anaerobic, one station is aerobic, one station is more weightlifting, one station is more endurance. You will improve your cardiovascular efficiency that way as well, but you have to go at a very good clip, non-stop. So there's ways of doing it both ways, guys. Now, the way I train most of my people in my facility here, we combine this together. We combine it together. I'm not a big proponent of just doing aerobic training for the average Joe out there. Why? Because I don't want their cortisol to be high all the time. Because people have enough stress in life already. Too high cortisol will become a pro-inflammatory. On the other side of the equation, we just don't do weightlifting all the time either. Mainly because some people are not comfortable with just weightlifting all the time. It's not very user-friendly. And second of all, some of them need to work on their endurance training. They need to improve some skills in that area, some physiological components in that area. So we combine the two together. Now, if you're a person who's training more for high-power sport, we're going to lean more this way. If you're a person training more for running a mile, let's say in track and field, I'm going to lean more this way. So I hope you understand that, guys. I just want to clear up the difference between the two here. But in my personal opinion, combining the two together is best. Now, it's going to vary from person to person. Like I said, everybody's a little bit different. I've said that many, many times in these topics. Everybody's different. It all depends on what your goals are, guys. Guys, I hope this has been helpful to you. Please check me out at my Facebook page. You can friend me there. I also have a Facebook forum called Innovative Sports Training, Health and Fitness Forum. My email is rwpsports@yahoo.com. My phone number is 816-405-7703. My name is Roberto Parker. This has been another Health Detective series. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.